Right now we're going to jump to men's log rolling. This will be the 3-4 matchup, essentially the consolation matchup here. The winner will get third place. The loser, of course, will end up in fourth place. Connor Birdsong on your left. And Nick Magnone, for the first time ever, Dustin, is in the show. He's on your right. He's never been to the show before.
So he's got to be pretty excited, you think?
I would think so. Probably a combination of nerves and excitement for Nick. And he had a pretty rough road to get here. You know, in log rolling, it's always tough to go to that back bracket and work your way up. Nick lost to Tanner Howlett in the front bracket, and then earlier today beat Tom Mengwasser, the 7 seed, and then knocked off Shane Burns, the 5 seed. So he had 2 tough matches. He won them both. And Nick on your right gets his first crack at the show tonight. Now, Connor Birdsong on your left, for him, this is old hat. He has been to a log rolling world championship before. He's been in the 3-4 match multiple times. He's also one of the better boom runners. So Connor, for about the last 6-7 years, has been doing something on Championship Saturday. But Nick on your right, Illinois native, grew up just north of Chicago. First time he's done anything in the show, and he earned it today. Had a really good afternoon in the back bracket to get here. So the winner of this match will be your third place finisher.
So this first roll should be pretty smooth, you think? I mean, pretty relaxed. They're trying to check each other, out, kind of just settle into it, you think?
I think so, and I think because Nick is here for the first time, you got 3,000 people behind it. He hasn't done this before, and a large audience watching on the stream, maybe with some nerves. He's just going to kind of play it safe. It looks like he is. And Connor, who I mentioned is a veteran, he's been here many times before, kind of understands the same thing. You go for it, get too aggressive early on this bigger log, and you may put yourself in. So again, the rules with log rolling are 1 minute on this log. If time expires, they'll go to a smaller log, and that smaller log goes a lot faster, and then the action kind of picks up. So again, Connor Birdsong on your left. From Onalaska, Wisconsin. On your right, Nick Magnone, grew up just north of Chicago. And both of them had to work to get here. That back bracket can be tough when you get knocked out of the regular brackets. And you see their time expire, so they'll go to the smaller log now. You got to work your way up through those back brackets. And for Connor, he had to beat Sam Paolantini this afternoon. He beat him 3-0. And I mentioned before, Nick Magnone had to get 2 wins in the back bracket today. Tom Mengwasser and Shane Burns, both really high-level guys. So both of them rolling well earlier today in that back bracket. And they get a shot here to roll for third place once again. So essentially with log rolling on Championship Saturday, you get a third, fourth place match, and then later we'll get the championship match, which will be Anthony Paolantini and Tanner Howlett. All right, let's go back down to the chopping dock now as we get set for some more action and get ready for the women's underhand chop. Well, we're going to stay with the log rolling for a minute until they're ready. Again, no falls here yet. You're going to see that log get a lot faster. See Nick getting locked in, Nick Magnone on your right. Nick, the 6 seed, coming into action. Connor, the 2 seed on your left. And a winner of this one will take home third place. Big difference in terms of ranking. If you get third versus fourth, the money's a little bit higher, so a lot at stake right here. And keep in mind, Connor Birdsong on your left there will also be in the men's boom run tonight as well. Often the top log rollers, a lot of them, will also do the boom run. The boom does require some log rolling skills, so that the two kind of go hand in hand. Somebody asked me that question before about choppers versus log rollers versus climbers, and often the log rollers and boom runners are in the same group, not always. And then you get guys like Caleb Graves who will do both and then also do the climb as well.
Right.
And every once in a while you get that, or Cassidy Shear, who does almost all of it.
It's kind of one of those things where just, you're really good at an event, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to try another event. You get good at that one, you're like, I'm going to try another one.
A little bit of action here, some white water, no falls yet. See Connor Birdsong on your left, just locked in right now, sizing up Nick Magnone on the right. And Nick is showing a lot of poise here, though, his first time at the show. All right, let's head back down now to the chopping dock. We'll keep a close eye on Birdsong and Magnone as well.
Okay, I want to give you a quick update results from that hot saw event. Just got the results in officially. Jason Lentz is your current and new world champion with a time of 5.89. Matt Colger, 6.26. Lawrence O'Toole rounds out your top three with Matt Slingerland fourth and Adam Lethko in fifth. Nate Hodges, unfortunately, had a DQ there. So Jason Lentz, your 2023 world champion in the hot saw with a time of 5.89 seconds. Pretty dang amazing. Like I said, I think that's the second fastest time for the weekend. They're under sub 6, just about 0.3 of a second shy of the world record of David Bolsted's.
You break 6 seconds and you're having a really good night, and he did it. All right, thanks for the update on that. Yeah, they've got to confirm that. It takes a little bit of time sometimes, so we got that confirmation right there. And they're going to pull out again. Connor Birdsong on your left, Nick Magnone on your right. And this is for third and fourth place. Winner gets third, and the loser will finish in fourth.
Top four, not so bad, though.
Not so bad. 23 men started out in the log rolling event, and we're down to the 4 best. We'll get the championship match later on tonight. Anthony Palatini and Tanner Hallett, but third versus fourth right here. And they're going at it pretty hard. A little bit of a splash there for Nick Magnone. Nick not shy about that. Every once in a while, he'll get his foot in the water. Birdsong able to defend that pretty well. Now, Connor Birdsong not going to splash much at all. Rarely does it. Some guys just don't want to mess around. For them, it's not worth it. It is a little risky when you splash. You could put yourself in. The positive is if you hit your opponent right in the eye with the water and then snap that log, they're usually in trouble. Cassidy Shear and Shane Burns, I think, are probably the 2 best splashers. Shear's maybe been the best for years now in this event.
You know, kind of a show splasher, too. I mean, he's just used to that. And speaking of Cassidy, and we just missed it in a 60-foot climb there in third and fourth. It was Cassidy Shear and Cameron Pilgrim going for third in that 60-foot climb. You might have caught a part of it there in the background just a second ago. So we're going to wait for official results there in the 60-foot climb for the third place.
Yeah, we'll get that coming up in just a bit. They're going to time out again, so going to an even smaller log here. Nick Magnone and Connor Birdsong. Yeah, Cassidy, one of the great athletes for many, many, many years here in Hayward. He travels around the country, travels around the world competing. And right there in that conversation for the best overall lumberjack in the world is Cassidy Shear.
And not only that, right, he's fighting for points too. He ended up winning that third place in the 60-foot. It just happened a second ago. He beat Cameron Pilgrim, by 0.2 of a second. So both those guys had crazy great climbs. 14.31 for Cassidy, and Cameron had 14.55. So there's your third and fourth place. Cassidy picking up some all-around points.
That's big, you know, and the all-around champion's a big, big part of this thing as well. And for some of these athletes that do it all, that's what they're all about. All right, let's get back down to the chopping dock. We'll do it, and we'll keep an eye on that log rolling match as well. But back down to the chopping dock now as we get set for one of the more fun events every year, the women's underhand chop.
And 6 great women competitors there on stand 1, Erin Lavoie. Stand 2, Lauren Berman. Martha King on 3, Amanda Beams on stand 4. She's the current world record holder in this event. Stand 5, Stephanie No. And Catherine Witkowski is on stand 6. So those women are going to take off here shortly, and they're going to get going on that underhand chop. They are swinging away there. All right, Erin Lavoie, she's your current champion there on stand 1. Amanda Beams, your current world record holder, on 4. And they've turned. Watch who's going to start making those drivers there. Stand 1, Erin Lavoie. Amanda Beams on 4. Amanda Beams might be on 3 there. There might be and I looked down for a second and looked back up, and 4 out of 6 women were off there. So we'll wait for official results there to see who won the women's underhand.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one. Also, Nick Magnone just did get a fall there while we were watching the women. So he's up 1-0. Magnone on your right, Connor Birdsong on your left. The much faster log now. This is the 3 log, so it's cooking. You see how much faster it is than the previous 2. Great back step there from Nick Magnone. Hangs in there and shoots into the front step. But Birdsong staying strong, playing some good defense there, just hanging on there as Magnone kind of goes into attack mode now. And Nick has been the aggressor since they got to the 3 log, maybe almost saying, all right, I've had enough of this pitter-patter. I'm going to just kind of go for it. And he's gotten him once. Boy, Nick is laying a flurry of moves on Birdsong here, and Connor just hanging in there and maybe trying to let Nick wear himself out. Big front step, and down goes Connor Birdsong again. Boy, Nick Magnone looking really impressive here. I'm going to be honest, I thought Nick was going down. I thought he was going to pull himself in, and he just clung on for that extra second, and Birdsong shot right in the water.
Some whitewater action for sure going there. That was a nice roll.
Yeah, I mentioned Nick Magnone is a 6 seed coming in, but really he's rolled a lot better than that this year. He's finished no worse than 4th this summer. Didn't have a great World Championships last year. That kind of knocked his rankings down a little bit, and he's kind of digging out of that hole. But really, Nick, I think, is rolling at a top 3, top 4 level this year, and he's shown that in this match right here so far. So Nick Magnone in that 3-4 match is now up 2-0 on Connor Birdsong. Again, this is the consolation or 3 versus 4 match, however you want to look at it. The winner will take home a 3rd place. The loser will end up in 4th. And like you said, Dustin, 4 is not too bad. 23 men to start this event off on Thursday as far as the log rollers go. So anywhere in the top 5 is pretty good. By the way, Shane Burns did finish in 5th earlier this afternoon in that consolation bracket. He locked that up. And now Magnone and Birdsong trying to get number 3. The loser gets number 4.
All right, so we have got some official results for the women's underhand. Winning it again, your current and defending champion, Erin Lavoie, with a time of 29.91 seconds, just barely beating out Stephanie No from Quebec with a time of 29.64. Rounding out your top 3 there is Catherine Witkowski with a time of 30.45. 4th position, Amanda Beams. And let's see here. And number 6, well, the times and the numbers are matching up, but anyhow, your overall winner was actually Stephanie No. I'm sorry, it was a different position. So Stephanie No, your fast time with a 29.64. She does upset Erin Lavoie, your current world champion. So congratulations to Stephanie No with a time of 29.64.
Anytime you can beat Erin Lavoie in anything, that's impressive.
So it goes Stephanie No, Erin Lavoie, Martha King, Catherine Witkowski, Amanda Beams, and Lauren Bergman for 6.
There you go. There's your top 6 right there. Well, Connor Birdsong able to get one back in this match here, this men's log rolling match. So it's now 2-1. Nick Magnone has the lead, and they are on the 3 log, which is a lightning fast log, especially for the men. The women on the 3, not so fast. They're not as big. But for the men, this thing is going to really be moving here. So Birdsong trying to get back in it. He's down 2-1. Birdsong on your left, Nick Magnone on your right. Magnone up 2-1. Magnone in some trouble. Birdsong hammering away, still hammering away. I'll try to get that shot again. And there we go. We got those 2 guys back again, still on that log. And Magnone got a couple early ones on Connor Birdsong, but Connor comes back with one. And now Connor a little bit more aggressive now, and Nick maybe just a tick on defense here. Big back step there for Magnone, gets stumbled up and falls right in as Birdsong lays one on him. So Connor Birdsong down 2-0 has tied this match at 2 apiece. It's a best of 5, so the winner of the next fall will win that 3rd place title.
Okay, and I want to make a correction too, because I'm getting live feeds from 2 different sources and finally figuring it out here. So going back to the men's 60-foot climb there, Cameron actually upset Cassidy with a time of 14.31. Cassidy coming in at 14.55. So there's your 3rd place champion there, Cameron, beating out Cassidy there for your third and fourth position. So I think I got it straightened out here, but still, great climbs by both of those guys. Sub 15 seconds is pretty impressive.
Got all the info.
Now we're good. Now we're set.
Sometimes it comes in a little bit late, but I think you got it all ironed out for
all
everybody.
This technology, all this stuff, we're looking at everything going on here, but trying to keep you guys updated.
That's a tied at 2, this men's log rolling match. Again, this is for third place. The winner will lock up third. The loser will be fourth. 23 men's log rollers to start on Thursday. We're down to the best 4. And again, the winner of this one locks up third. And then that'll be it. And 1 versus 2 later on. Connor Birdsong on your left. Nick Magnone on your right. Connor's won the last 2 falls. Magnone trying to hang in there now. And these guys are starting to get gassed. It's really tough the deeper you get into a match like this, especially on this very fast 3-log. Birdsong in control. Now loses it for a moment. Tries to pull him in. Nice job by Nick to hang in there, though. Yeah, good back and forth in this match right now. Great entertainment. The crowd's getting into it. A lot of whitewater, and Birdsong finishes him off. Comes back from down 0-2. 3 straight, knocks off Nick Magnone, and Connor Birdsong nails down third place at this year's Lumberjack World Championship in the men's log roll. Great entertaining match right there.